Hello, and welcome everybody. We're back with more Shadows of Doubt, continuing our modded adventures in Mod City 2. What is this painting supposed to be? Just like flesh or something. Anyhow, I don't remember exactly what we did last time, but I see that we have a case, and it's got first name initial J, which is actually solvable, so let's find that. There surely can't be that many J names. So we have J Arquette. J Bent. Oh my god, there's actually quite a lot. J Bentley. J Berg. J Booth. You wouldn't have thought that J would have been a common name. A common name starter. Yet here we are. J Bray. Oh my god. So of course assuming that our person is a citizen, or rather not a citizen, but they have a home address. J Fox, Michael J Fox. J Fu, not Fuju. J Fu. It's good to be back in Shadows of Doubt. I do love this game, although I am eagerly awaiting an update. J Ingram. Jean-Baptiste. I thought it was an interesting first name, Jean-Baptiste. I've never met anybody who's gone by that name. Okay. We're gonna have to, I think, close this one for now and open up a second sticky note, because there's so many. I would not have thought there would have been so many. Like, surely J is, like, not a common name. I mean, James, John, Josh, Jesus. J Malloy. J No. That's Dr. No from the first James Bond film. J Riley. But I don't mind these sorts of cases. Sosa, Chief Keats in the town as well. Very nice. J Van Lewing. J Whitaker. Oh. Whitaker. Forrest Whitaker's brother. Or sister. It looks like it's everybody. Alright, well, we got quite a lot of names to look up, so we may as well get started. I'll just check that everything's going okay on the back end. Yep, everything's looking good. Alrighty. I just have to check, because I've been having some tech issues recently, like my streams have been like dropping out randomly. Like even when I opened OBS today to start this stream, I almost always will do a mic check before I start the stream because I've been burnt way too many times. And this time I'm glad I did, because when I started OBS, my mic was just not picking up. Who knows why? One of life's great mysteries, I suppose. I say that a lot nowadays, I've noticed. I'm always talking about life's great mysteries. I think because I'm at the stage in my life where it's like... Ah, shit. I really don't know. J Arquette, J Bentley, J Berg. Okay. Fucking race car drivers. I hate these fucking race car drivers around my area. I'll just go Bentley. I call them race car drivers. It's just people speeding. But you get the analogy, right? Berg. Jolene Berg. Jolene, 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 Jolene. I wonder who Jolene was. Whoa, 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 whoa. When you press escape, it undoes? There's an undo button in this game? Booth and Bray. I had no idea. Jocelyn. I always like the name Jocelyn. Judge Bray. That actually sounds like a judge's name. I once knew somebody whose name was, and I shit you not, Justice King. And I'm like, that is the most awesome name I've ever freaking heard. Jade Fox. That sounds like a familiar name. Is it like a character from like a game's name or something? June Fu. Hutchinson. Yeah, the guy's name was Justice King. It's like, damn. How do you get a name like that? Well, I suppose you're born with it, right? Probably helps. Wait, I thought it said Josh Hutchinson. I was gonna call back to that. I still don't understand. I think I've mentioned it before on stream. What was the deal with Josh Hutchinson and Can You Blow My Whistle, Baby? That song. What was like the deal? Why him? Ingram? Ingram doesn't work? How was I spelling it wrong? I was actually like typoing Lambert and Lovelace. Hey, hold up. Oh, it's because I'm on the second page. Right. It was like a movie where there was a person whose name was Lovelace. I think it was Happy Feet. Wasn't Lovelace like the guy that had the, like the bottle... What are they called? The thing that cans are kept in? It's not a rack, is it? Is it a rack? Maybe it's a rack. I swear, Lovelace was like the guy from Happy Feet that had that shit around his neck. McDonald? Old MacDonald had a farm. I wonder who the original Old MacDonald is. Malloy? We have a comedian in Australia whose name is Mick Malloy, although it's spelt differently to that. It's a very humorous character. Julia Riley. Ah, I forgot to look up No. No. Jia, no. I think I remember somebody told me that the name Jia means something in Chinese. It's like, purity or something like that. Sosa? Juan Carlos Sosa. That's a great name. I love the name Juan Carlos. Oh. Sosa, of course, being one of the principal characters in a film known as Scarface. Jay Whittaker. There's no way that it's the last person in the list. Jamila Whittaker. Huh. Don't tell me it's a T. That's a J, right? Surely that's a J. Long brown hair, shoe size 4. Okay, so who of these has long brown hair? Long brown hair, but shoe size 8? Is this brown hair or is this grey hair? That's grey hair. Short white hair. I think this is black hair. Gee. Jane Van Leeuwen? Long blonde? That's blonde? That's brown. There's no way that's blonde hair. Okay, well, we're gonna have to look at the phone book again, because I must have missed somebody. Okay, J. Arquette, J. Ash. How did I miss J. Ash? How annoying is that? It would have been the second name on the list. And instead, I had to make a whole ass of the trip. Judith Ash. I don't think it's the right person, though. I mean, long brown hair, shoe size 4. Oh, yeah, that's them. Judith Ash. Wow. That's, very interesting. 001 of the Martin building is where you live. Okay. Whenever I think of the name Ash, I think of a character not from Pokemon. I don't think of Ash from Pokemon. I think of a character from Arcanum, Steamworks, and Magic Obscura, Jeffrey Tarralond Ash. The Necromancer. He's like, he's one of the quote-unquote evil party members, but he's not really that evil. He's more just he's kind of an asshole. I mean, he's a necromancer. Like, he's not a nice necromancer either. He, like, admits that the reason why he does necromancy is because he enjoys torturing, like, souls and stuff like that. But he's not that insane compared to some of the other people. And he refuses to side with the villain at the end of the game because he admits that if the villain got his way, he wouldn't be able to torture people anymore. Reported murder. Ah, freak. Okay, I'm gonna pick this lock because I need to hurry up on this case. It said... Oh, of course now you fucking come. -1 social credit. That's bullshit. Must have been one of the mods that I installed that makes you lose social credit if you, like, get caught committing a crime. That would make sense. I mean, it does make sense, really. Like, you shouldn't be able to just trespass and all that sort of shit willy-nilly. The red demon case, oh god. I don't like the sound of the red demon case. So looking for the hotel. The hotel's here. So it's on the 11th floor, I believe. Fortunately, we've never taken the elevators before, so the elevator is in the right place, which is the ground floor. I think there was a mod where it allows the AI to... Shit, I need to buy more cups. That's fine. I think there's a mod that... I lost my train of thought. That lets civilians use elevators. But I didn't install it because it's like... I have a bad feeling it's gonna, like, glitch. Okay. So once the police set up the crime scene, I'm allowed in. Oh, this is the penthouse. Yeah, this is the room. This is the penthouse. Yeah, hotels are a mixed bag, huh? Excuse me? Who are you, Yolanda August? Why'd you just come out of a crime scene? Have you seen or heard anything unusual? There was someone skulking about. They were of muscular build. I saw them at Goldmead's Hotel 11th floor landing on Tuesday around 10:45 PM. That sounds like it could be the killer. They looked mad about something. I mean, that sounds pretty damning. Could you provide your fingerprints? You piece. I'll literally pay you for fingerprints. You're not gonna do it, alright. So, I'm gonna tag you because I don't know how I feel about this, and muscular. Oops. Would help if I could spell. Did you just clip through the... She did. She clipped through the building. Fried chicken. That's certainly a meal to go out on. Letter. The Elliott Genetics Spring Sponsors Showcase. Evangeline Elliott. Cigar. Rio Onishi. I'll take your key. So were they killed with their partner in the room? It seems kind of crazy if that's the case. Oh, goodness. Okay, so Rio Onishi is our victim. It's like some kind of religiously motivated killing. Possibly. Okay, what do we got? A bullet. Okay, I'll check your prints. Let's play GTIVVMW. So, I did install a mod that makes the ciphers more complicated, so I think it might actually be a cipher. So the letters, I think, are substituted. Gee, well, I have no idea how to even begin to solve that. Trinity Green. T, G. So how's this cipher work? So I like, when I see T green, this is T green, right? So what's the cipher? It's going... Because if M is N, are the letters like swapped with the opposite in the alphabet? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. G is the 7th letter of the alphabet. Z, W, Y, X... No. Z, Y, X, W, V, U, T. Ah! So it swaps, it mirrors it. So it goes from the 7th last letter of the alphabet to the 7th first letter of the alphabet. So G and T are switched in that case. I, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I is the 9th letter. T we said is the 7th last. Yep, so that tracks, so 9. A, B, C, D, E is the 5th letter. V is V, W, X, Y, Z, yeah, the 5th last letter. And M and N are the... What is it? They're the 13th and 14th letters, respectively, right? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. Yes. So M is the 13th letter, and N is the 14th letter, so it's just flipped. Interesting. Well, that's a cool cipher. It's a shame that we just got the answer handed to us. Because I had investigated this person at some point. They have a muscular build. I mean, only like a complete psycho killer, like, leaves a cipher. Okay, well, let's look for more evidence. We don't need to, like... Because right now, I've got enough evidence to convict this person. Well, convict is probably a light word. I've certainly got enough evidence to arrest them. Whether the conviction would stand, I think perhaps remains to be seen. That's the big thing, right? Just because you have enough evidence to arrest doesn't mean you have enough evidence to convict. Saw the creep again, this time it's Swift. So it was the same person as last time. Walked along a home. Maybe Yudo will let me stay. 6483, let's try that. Bollocks. Do you even care, or do you have other friends out in the fields, one without? 7512. Oh, don't mind if I do. Okay, so which one is R? This is the victim's number. Okay, so let's log on as the victim. Because I know well, the fingerprint of the killer really can't lie. Oh. Message deleted by a moderator. That means that that person was trying to sell an advertiser. 6483. Let's see specifically. For reference, a bot. Yep, spam detected. Amazing. I love bots. Like, you've got to wonder, like, for Twitch, like, spam bots, the conversion rate... Oh... Rio, read EK's book closely. It's all in there. The blood of the weak must be made sweet. The blood of lemmings will spill into the sea. We must make X. The killer emailed the victim. Oh my god. But how do I know who Trinity Green is? Where do you work? Job title Al Jen. You're the doctor. I think she's the doctor. Finally bailing out of this place. 10 months standard notice, and I'm... Sorry, but you're gonna find yourself in early retirement from work. Oh my god. Hey. Sometimes these crimes are real creepy. You have the killer, like, messaging the victim right before they killed them. EK. I mean, this is like the soda cult stuff, right? Did you know the killer? I think they did. Yeah, Trinity. 1301 Mercier View. I assume that's Ms. Green's address. I actually don't know Ms. Green's address. So let's go T Green. Oops, wrong letter. Green. Yeah, 1301 Mercier View. I mean, at this stage, we've got everything we need, but obviously I'm going to... Good work out there, officer. I mean, getting surveillance footage would be pretty damning. Bars have, some hotels have nice, like, sort of areas like this. A hotel I stayed at once, we had, like, a package. Well, I guess you could call it a package. Where basically the room that we were staying in let us, like, go for, like, essentially it was like afternoon snack. It was real nice. Like coffee, tea, little sandwiches, stuff like that. Sweets. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. It was worth it. Hotel. Is there like a security office or is there not a security office? No, the security office is on the bottom floor, isn't it? I think so. I think the security office is at the bottom of the hotel. Which probably makes some degree of sense. But I guess from another perspective, it probably doesn't really make any... Doesn't make any more or less sense than putting a security office anywhere else. Like, it's not like having your security office higher makes any real difference at all. Then again, having it lower also doesn't make any real difference at all. And I'll take a diamond. Imagine you just have like a diamond unit. Oh, there we go. Count up from 3. 3, 4, 5, 6. Too easy. Alright. Sales records. Is this in every... Oh. Oh, come off it. Seriously? Like, actually? You're gonna bother me over that? Okay. So we're looking for the 11th floor. Gee, the frames are kind of intense right now. Okay, so what was the time of death? Between 9:45 and 11. On Tuesday night. Yolanda August. Which is the victim's partner. Was just standing outside the apartment. Wow, I think what happened was Yolanda August was trying to get inside. But couldn't because she didn't have a key or something. And the killer just like popped out of the apartment. Okay, let's check weapons logs. Yeah, we have this person dead to rights. Fingerprint, name through the cipher, surveillance footage, potentially weapon sale log. Akua, no. You didn't buy a weapon here. What's your name? What's your name, sir or ma'am? No, you won't tell me, alright. There must be another place where people are buying weapons in this town. Because if you didn't sell them a weapon, where did they get them? It's a really, really good question. Can people just acquire guns? I don't suspect they can. But yeah, Akua was the last one. Okay, so we don't have proof that they own a weapon. What were you killed with? Pistol or revolver? I mean, I suppose they could have already had a pistol or revolver. Maybe it says they have to buy one. Okay, full name of the killer is Trinity Green. Fingerprints are the evidence that track keeps them in the scene. They live at 1301 Mercia View. I've not located the motor weapon, however. Okay, well, let's go to City Hall. We could hand in the case, but we won't. I do like to catch the murderer. I bumped my mouse, that's why the camera spun for a second there. In another pair of handcuffs. We'll look up Trinity on the database, just in case we can get any of the information. She's an Algen representative. Blood type O positive. I think O positive is the universal donor. It's kind of messed up. Blood types are messed up. Whoever invented blood types is like sicko. So O positive can donate to any blood group. I think it's O positive. But they can only get blood from other O positive people. How unfair is that? Okay, we're Gonna become a Starch brand ambassador. It's now a sponsored stream. Next we get medical cover. Hey Doc, you look like you need a can of starch cola. Put some life into it. I could use a starch cola. I get 2 credits for that. That is so pathetic. The sad thing is, that's probably going to become, like, a reality for some people in the future. I'm, like, very scared that, like, this sort of cyberpunk world is going to become reality. I'm really worried, especially with the growth of the quote-unquote gig economy. Now, what you might be thinking, what does he mean by gig economy? Is he talking about people who play, like, music gigs? No. So the gig economy is basically, you only get paid when you do a job. So I'm talking like Uber drivers, Uber Eats drivers, those sorts of things, right? They don't get like a fixed salary. They get paid per job. Per gig, right? And I'm very concerned. Wow, what a shill. I'm very concerned that, that's the path that we're going down. Down a home run now, damn. Alright, well wow, you won't even tell me about them, alright. Okay. So where does the kill work? Donovan Street Clinic. I was just there, wasn't I? That's the place where I got my augments done. But yes, the gig economy. I'm worried that that's basically what everyone's job's going to look like in the future. There's no such thing as a wage anymore. Basically, the only way to earn money is by constantly having to work. The way they sell, like, Uber Eats and Uber and stuff like that. Like, I've seen ads where it's, like, encouraging people to sign up and drive for Uber Eats or whatever. I don't like it. Like, this notion that, like... I think one of the ads is, like, this, like, mother is, like, you know... looking after her kids or whatever. Or maybe it's a dad, I can't remember. It's a parent. It's a parent. The gender doesn't matter. They're looking after their kids and they, like, drop them off at, like, school or, like, daycare or something like that for a bit. And they're like, oh, I've got some spare time, so I guess I'll do, like, a couple of rides. I'm thinking, like, damn, is that really where we're at? Like... that's, like... There's the pistol. That's the point where we're at, where it's like, that's what people are gonna do, and like, we should be happy that, like, you can't even, like, look after your kids, you have to, like, and you always constantly have to be thinking about making money, you know? Like, you're free for, like, an hour. Oh, I may as well do, like, a couple of, like, drives. It's like, seriously? Damn. I don't know. It scares me, honestly. I think that was mine. I think I earned that from something, but I forgot to pick it up. I don't know. Like I said, I could be overthinking it, but I really do feel concerned that we're going to end up in some sort of corporate cyberpunk dystopia where we're all going to be working for, you know, Uber or whichever is the big company. We're going to have no life stability. But anyway. Whew. That rant's got me wanting some, so it's the private eye license that gives you that penalty. You're on the side of the law, and if caught pursued doing illegal activities, your social credit score will be deducted. Okay, that makes sense. No citizen height or salary. Age, relationship status, shoe size, how much money they're carrying. I'd rather know the biological details. And this, I know that makes it more likely to get free information, but that's fine. We can upgrade it. But yeah, it's a scary thought. And you can say, like, well, boomer, you know, get with the times. That's the future. It's like, I don't know if you really want to say that. Like, is this really the future that you want? Where, like, you constantly have to think about, like, how can I make, like, an extra $10 right now? I don't know. Like, they say it's like, oh, it's flexible hours or whatever. It's like, yeah, but you have to work quite a lot. Like, it's not like it's free money. It's something you actually have to concentrate on, actually have to focus on. And I'm brought back to on Twitter, this thing, like, did the rounds on Twitter. It was a person saying that, like, as soon as I read it, I was like, I bet people are gonna hate this, and I read the replies, and people did indeed hate it. There's a person talking to artists, telling them, like, oh, artists, you know, you could make, like, if you do commissions for $100, maybe, let's say you get 100 commissions in a year, that's $10,000. But if you lowered your prices, maybe more people would buy it. So if you did your commissions for $80, maybe instead of 100 people, you might get 150 people. And that's actually more money. So 150 at 180 is what? $12,000, yeah. You get $2,000 more dollars, and it's like, yeah, you get 20% more money, but you're doing 60% more work. Like, seriously? People should be happy that they have the chance to work more. It should be the other way around. You should be working less and earning more. You should not have to be in a situation where, like, you are working harder for less money. And that's the big thing that scares me about the growth of the gig economy, is that you're working harder. It's not an easy job being, like, an Uber driver or stuff, right? You have to deal with some real shit people. I've seen tons of videos of, like, Uber drivers getting, like, jacked, getting robbed, all that sort of stuff. Dealing with people throwing up in their car, whatever. It's not an easy job. And then you're telling me, like, you should want to do this. You should relish the chance to, oops, to have to work like this. I really don't think it's a good thing. I would go as far as to say I think it's a bad thing. Well, that's probably the thing that scares me the most about this game. It keeps me coming back. Is the just notion that this could be our future. It's not a nice thought. It's not a nice thought at all. Anyway. There are still crimes to be solved, so should probably solve them. I think my internet might disconnect and started raining. If there's a sudden cut in the video, you know why, folks. What kind of case do I want to do? Tailing and acquisition? No. Humiliation? No. Let's get another arrest warrant. Identify the suspect. What's your name? You have brown eyes, you're an office manager. Your partner is a supervisor. I mean, the social... like, the job information they've given me is actually pretty good. But it's not a job that I'm easily able to track down. So, like, in the past when I've had, like, the job that's, like, you know, their partner is a security guard, that was easy enough to track down because there's only a handful of security guards and I know exactly where they work. I don't know where office managers work, and I don't know where supervisors work. They could work anywhere. Like, you could be a supervisor of a food truck. You could be an office manager of any one of the office jobs. And there's a lot of office jobs in this city. You could be a supervisor. What's your name? Have some starch cola. You can afford your own, thanks. Oh, well, if you can afford your own, you should buy your own. Why are all the bars and shit closing? Ambassador scheme. I've already got an ambassador scheme. Business investigation. Ooh, 3,150 bucks. That's pretty good. Suspicions that your partner is cheating. 1,100 credits. I'm sure I'll take this job. You have wonderful handwriting. Hear about the job? Meet me at Sadler Boulevard. I'll be sitting with a coffee. Ask about Dvorak! Oh, you're a fan of the New World Symphony. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. That's a great song, man. Alright, Sadler Boulevard. I walk this lonely road along Sadler Boulevard. That was terrible. That was terrible. Yeah, ask about Dvorak. I think it's pronounced Dvorak, or something like that. He's a, I think, Czech composer. It's you. Capuchin Fara. Is this Dvorak? Listen closely. I'm Capuchin Fare. Please investigate my partner, Yudo Takahashi. Find out who they're sleeping with. I don't know much about them. I'll write down everything I know for you. It's very kind of you. Then come find me. I'll pay you 1,100 credits when I'm happy. That's such little pay, but I'll do it. You might want to take a look around my home. I live at 403 Mercier View. Here's a key. Where does this music come from? I've told Yudo you've come to clean the place, so don't take too long or they'll get suspicious. Whoa. Why'd the game just, like, give me a ton of, like, pings? Okay. Let's organize this. So this is the address. Let's go there. This is the Addy, as they say. As the kids say nowadays. Do they still say that? I know there was that song where it's like, da 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 da, drop the Addy. I don't think people say that. I don't think that's a word that people actually use. Ichigo, hello. How you doing, Ichigo? Good to see you. We're just solving an infidelity case right now. We just solved a murder. It was like the easiest murder of all time. Oh, you should have seen it. Because the way the mod changed the ciphers, it's actually like a proper cipher. So instead of just being the letters mixed up, I'll explain what it was so that you can hear it. Instead of the letters just being mixed up, you know how it's got like the first name and then like the letters all jumbled. It was like the letters were swapped with like the mirror opposite. So like it was the 7th letter of the alphabet, which is G, was swapped with the 7th last letter of the alphabet, which was T, if that makes sense. And so on, for all the letters of the name. I figured out the cipher because I didn't figure out the cipher, so I feel... Even though I felt smart that I figured out the cipher, I didn't figure out the cipher first. I found out who the killer was, and then from there I solved the cipher. Because I scanned the note. Hello? Same old, same old? Yeah, same. How did I do it? So I scanned the note that the killer left with the cipher on it. And from there, God, I need to stop and figure it out. I scanned the note, I got the fingerprints, and I already had the fingerprints of the person. Like, I already knew who the person was. So the person's name was T. Green. I got that from the note, and I was like, okay, so let's try and figure out the cipher now that we know the answer. I figured it out after that. That was terrible. I did not explain that properly. Ooh, MM. MM. Marshall Mathers. I reverse engineered it, basically. Yeah, it's not as impressive when you solve the mystery by fingerprint BL. I'm not gonna make a joke about that. I'm not gonna make a joke about it. $100 for your name. You won't give me your name, okay. You look like you could use a can of starch cola. Wow, what a shill. Yeah, it's not as impressive that you figure it out after the fact, but I still feel pretty good that I figured it out. Stop switching off all the lights. I need to see. Stop switching off all the lights. Mal. They said something about Mal. So this Mal person, Mallory. Oh, I don't know if you guys can hear the birds. The birds with Alfred Hitchcock. But it was really cool. I was glad that the Cypher mod actually worked. Makes it more interesting. Are you Mal? Alright, how about $50? How about $100?
That's what I thought.
200. Reno Sakurai. Alright, can I talk to your partner? Is your partner Mel?
Right. I'll call.
This is another mod, which is really cool. So you go to somebody's door, can I please talk to your partner?
Taxi.
How cool is that? That is such a nice mod. Hello. What's your name? Mallory Merrill. Wow. What a surprise. Okay, what do I know about you? Long brown hair. That's it. I mean, you have long brown hair, so it's...
Soon. Customer by nomination.
Definitely a possibility. Wow, imagine cheating, like, with your neighbors across the road. That's like all kinds of messed up. Mallory Monroe. That would have been crazy if that was the case.
To find out more.
My grandpappy, he always said things were better in the olden days. And when it comes to old school bourbon...
Ouch.
I think...
There's Marilee Merrill. The poem is evidence. The photo is there. The address is there. Kick down the door of the pub. I don't really know how to actually do that. It never works for me. Like, how do you kick down the door of the perp? I think their door has to be locked. Alright, let's run away for now. So I think the door has to be locked and you have to, like, break it off its hinges, basically. That's how to trigger that. Okay, please don't find me. Yeah, you gotta be pretty stupid to cheat with your neighbor across the road. Ah, it's you. You're no longer mad at me, though.
Where are you living anyhow?
Anderman Street.
Ackerman. Don't private beaming pay no more.
Alright, well, as far as I'm concerned, I've finished the mission, so I'm not too fussed. Oh, but you might lock the door now. Are you gonna lock the door? No. What do you mean, no? Yeah, I've got a key. How about I lock your door for you? There you go. Now you're safe. Take that. Imagine if I'm wrong and this is like the most humiliating failure in case history. Wow. Easy case, easy life. Can't complain. Can't complain whatsoever. For 1,100 bucks, that was so not worth it. But I'll take it, I'll take it. I freaking hate some of these arrest warrants, man. Alright, well played, well played. That's 2 cases down in less than an hour. Not bad, not bad. What movie's Marilyn Monroe in? 70 Itch, I think, is the most famous one, right? The one where she stands on the sewer grate and the wind somehow blows up and lifts her skirt or whatever. I never really understood what the appeal of that was, but... Anyway. It feels like it's just something that's, like, embarrassing for her more than anything, but... Okay, so the negative is now gone. She died fairly young, I think, Marilyn Monroe, if I'm not mistaken. I can't say I know an awful lot about Marilyn Monroe. That is not the place I want to go, that's the factory. Gonna have a croque monsieur to celebrate. Croque monsieur, Mr. something. Is it Mr. Crocodile? Is that what it means? Why are the shoes Crocs called Crocs? They don't look anything like crocodiles. Who named them? Better yet, why did you invent them? Alright. Let's open up the bar. There we go. What do we got today in the bar? Ruby Choice. Where's all the good liquor? Damn, these silly faulty security cameras, they keep triggering that I'm not supposed to be here. This is clearly my bar. I have a key. I guess I just have to have the Ruby Choice. There we go. I think alcohol's actually supposed to dehydrate you, isn't it? That's my understanding. Someone's getting hammered. I'm just sampling some of the drinks at my... Well, Vent Recon. That's one of the new, discs. I'm just sampling some of the alcohol at my own bar. I definitely didn't, like, break into this bar. I mean, I have a key for it, so it must be my bar, right? I don't really remember. Okay, we have to arrest unknown citizen. What can you tell me about yourself, unknown citizen? Short brown hair, shoe size 6. And you're an alcoholic! There we go, we're kindred spirits. I should be able to find them in no time. Is it you? Oh! There we go. Yoinking the key doesn't make it your property? Wait, really? Imagine if that was the case. Imagine if, like, in law, it was recognized, basically, that if you stole something, essentially, it was legally considered yours. That would be so messed up. People would be stealing stuff all the time. Like, you tell the cops, like, they stole that from me. It's like, well, it's kind of theirs now. Sorry. Damn. But I've got the proof that I bought this car. I mean, they've got the car keys. Who am I supposed to believe? I hope that future doesn't come to pass. I was talking about how horrible a cyberpunk future would be before. I don't want the world where property ownership is determined by who stole something last. I think that's almost worse. It's probably even worse than Cyberpunk World. At least you'd hope that Cyberpunk World would have some type of order to it. Perhaps some Law and Order. I didn't realize they rebooted Law and Order. Like the original, the OG Law and Order series. They started it up again. I thought for the longest time they were just doing Special Victims Unit, but they've relaunched the OG Law and Order series. It's been going since like 2000, and I had no idea. You never watched it? It's pretty good, actually. I reckon all of the Law and Order series are like, they're solid. Like, they're not like phenomenal by any means. Alright, let's try this theft case, because we get the beauty sync disc. Ask the staff about Patterson. Tell me about Robert Patterson. He was in Water for Elephants. And Twilight. It's a photograph of where a briefcase is hidden. Yeah, watch Criminal Minds is great. I think I've talked about Criminal Minds a bit on the show before. Yeah, Criminal Minds is fantastic. York Street. Okay. York Street. Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him well. Yeah, Criminal Minds is quite good. It's not going on anymore, isn't it? They finished it, right? Yeah, Criminal Minds is quite good. If anything, I think it's almost... I don't want to say it's too realistic, but it kind of is. It's a bit less of an easy watch because the cases are... It's more intelligently constructed, if that makes sense. So when you watch it, you're kind of like, oh shit, this is like the sort of thing that would probably actually happen. Like, there's people like this out there. Like, I'm not saying that, like, you know, the Law and Order cases, because a lot of the Law and Order episodes, not all, but quite a lot, are based on, like, actual cases, even though they say the people are, even though they say it's, like, not real. It kind of is. So looking for a marketing executive. Oh boy. 17 seasons. Shit. You stopped around 5 or 6? I think I didn't watch as much. I remember I used to watch it with my parents back in the day. I think either my parents stopped watching it or like it was not on as much when they got rid of the guy. What was the guy's name? I can't remember his name. He's in the show. He was like the main detective. He was also in the show Dharma and Greg as Greg. I don't know if he was like the head of the squad or whatever, but he was like the main guy. Aaron or something. Maybe. He's like black hair. Kind of like, looks like Ronald Reagan a little bit. Aaron Hodgson. Let's have a look. That might be who we're talking about. Aaron Hodge. Yeah, that's him. That's him. The grumpy looking one. Yes. If you led with that, I probably would have agreed with you right away. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, after he left, I think it either they stopped showing the show or it was like my parents like quit. But I think he got. I don't know if he got cancelled, but I think it was because he was, like, really hard to work with. Yeah, there you go, that's it. They had to let him go because he had too much of a starch. I remember hearing that, like, he was, like, really hard to work with, so they, like, kind of kicked him off. Which is fair enough. Unfortunately, quite a lot of really, like, good actors and stuff like that. I don't want to say tend to be like that, but quite a lot are like that. It's not good, but it is what it is. Okay, so we're looking for office jobs. Aurora. Yeah, that sounds like it could be. Yeah, I think the office jobs would be the place that have marketing executives, I think. But I think it kept going for quite a while even without him. Like, what season did he, what season did he, like, was his last one? Because I reckon he was still there for probably quite a while. Oh, sorry, the show kept going for quite a while. You did watch past season 6. Okay. Yeah, the problem with some of those shows is they go on for really long and you kind of... Because a lot of police procedurals are, like, formulaic, right? I mean, Shadows of Doubt is no exception to this. Pretty much every, like, criminal, like, game, show, whatever, there has to be some degree of procedure to it, right? Like, they don't just, like... Apart from maybe, like, Law and Order Criminal Intent, they generally find out, like, it goes through the same sort of steps. Like, they talk about stuff, they go and investigate, there's usually, like, a red herring suspect. The person who actually did it, like, they sort of, like, they don't notice at first that that's the person. You know, there's sort of a formula to it. But the thing that's interesting about Law and Order Criminal Intent, so that's one of the sub-series of Law and Order. The thing that I find really interesting about Criminal Intent is it doesn't hide from you, the viewer, who the killer is. You know who the killer is, like, right from the start. The show is about how the detectives figure it out. Which I think is pretty interesting. And I also really just like Vincent D'Onofrio, so I'm biased. He's the principal detective in most of the episodes. He's the main detective for about half of the series. I think he wasn't the main character for all the episodes, because I think he had some health problems. So they had to, cut back the amount of work he was doing, which is fair enough. But he's a really good actor, Vincent D'Onofrio. And the way that he, like, gets under the, Spencer Reid. Oh, he was, like, the guy, he had the revolver, and he was, like, kind of nerdy, but he, like, had, like, the longish kind of hair, right? I think a lot of people really liked him. Yeah, the awkward genius guy, yeah. I think a lot of people really liked him. Which is fair enough. Yeah, Law and Order Criminal Intent, I still think, in my opinion, is, like, the premiere of, like, detective programs. QA technician, receptionist, head of HR, office manager, HR, accountant, marketing executive, Darcy Martin. I'll pin your base. Company director. Okay, is there... I mean, I don't really need to go through the company files. I mean, this could just be it. No, this is somebody else's secret envelope. I'll just leave this here for now, then. How many, like, of these cases are here? There's, like, 2 brown envelopes in this one office. Oh, shit. Oh boy. Well. I stuffed that one up. Let's get as far away from the alarm as possible. A shady office, yeah, you can say that again. But yeah, I really like Criminal Intent, because you as the audience know who the killer is, and it's more about how they figure it out. And Vincent D'Onofrio as Detective Goran is really good, because he knows how to get under their skin. Like, he figures out, like, what makes them tick. So, like, there was, like, one episode, I think, where the killer was really, like, OCD about, like, cleaning and stuff like that. And when he was, like, they hadn't, like, arrested him yet. They were basically just, like, questioning him. And he kept, like, touching all his stuff, and the guy was, like, getting really bothered. And he was, like, hoping that, like, he would slip up somehow in the conversation. It was really interesting. He does stuff like that a lot in the show.